Hey my magical friends, it's Jess from My Magical Planner, and today I'm going to be planning out the week of Halloween, which is October 24th through the 31st, and I'm going to be using this really cute kit from Sticker Guru, and I just can't wait to get into this one. I think it's adorable. I especially love these little pumpkins. Oh, so cute. Anyhow, in case you guys missed my announcement, which went up on Saturday. I'm not sure what day this is going to go up because I'm a little behind, but I am a PR member now of Sticker Guru, which means that you can use my PR code to get 15% off. And if you put my name in the notes to seller, you can also get my freebie, which I personally think is really cute and useful. Hopefully you do too. I will leave a link in the notes for my referral link to Sticker Guru. If you use that, I do get a little bit of they're points that I can eventually redeem for like store credit kind of thing. So that being said, let's kind of get into this week. I'm not sure how everything's going to go. I'm a little late in getting my planning down. It's Sunday night. Usually I have this done by Saturday, but this week's been crazy. So I did pull out a couple of washies from Simply Gilded that I might be pulling in, as well as a bunch of just miscellaneous things, including a bunch of things that I got from the Sticker Guru grab bags that I think are going to be great additions. All right, go grab yourself a cup of tea or hot cocoa, whatever you need, because it's about to be story time. You ever have one of those weeks that you're just like, nothing really went wrong, but nothing really went right either, and everything just took 6 times the amount of time it's supposed to? I should have known from the start of this plan with me that this week was going to be a little off, because you're going to see in just a second how I laid down the dates, which I love these date dots, by the way. They're these witches hats from Sticker Guru, and they're incredibly cute. But I'm going ahead and laying them down, but instead of realizing that it was starting on Monday, which was the next day, I used that day's date. And so I got to the end of the week and I was like, wait, I know the 31st is Sunday. You know, it's Halloween, there's trick-or-treating and parties and all kinds of stuff that the kids wanted to go to. So yeah, I had to pull all these up and put them in the correct place because that's the kind of week it was. So after I get all those in place, I decided to put down some washi, and I used the pumpkin washi from the kit because I thought it was incredibly cute and I just couldn't not use it. But I also wanted to use that Simply Gilded washi. And so I decided to use the 10 millimeter of that white washi because I was like, white goes with everything. It's white and gold. It totally matches. And I do love it at the top. I think it's very elegant. I think it's going to be great for a Thanksgiving spread. So I'm just trimming the edges of that washi at the bottom because it goes over just a little bit of my Harriet Wright Designs. And so it just needs it's maybe 1/8 of an inch or something trimmed off, which is super easy. I did think about putting the 15 millimeter washi of the pumpkins at the bottom, but that felt like too much on the pumpkins. So now I'm laying down my big decorative stickers. I try to coordinate these with things that are going on in the week. So like that cookie sticker went on Friday because Emily and Megan both had Halloween parties at their schools. They weren't like big Halloween parties, but you know, they did a couple of crafts in the afternoon, that kind of thing, because the kids always love that. Happy Halloween went on, Sunday for Halloween. I also tried to split up the colors and make sure that I had an even number of, yellow on each spread and that kind of peachy, orangish color on both sides, along with the white on both sides for the backgrounds. And I think I did a pretty good job of that. These stickers are so cute and the foiling was really well done. Just as a side note, I love that sticker of the leaf with the little smile. It's so adorable. Below him, I went ahead and put my meal header along with that days of the week script for putting my dinners in. That was a good intention. Didn't happen. Everything went sideways this week, really. And then below that, I'm putting in my habit tracker, which I mark my Invisalign on there to make sure I'm using it. Below that, I'm going to go ahead and put that bow checklist and use the errands header. And that's just for actual errands that I had to run this week. It worked pretty well. And then I'm using a branch from Oh Hello Robin and a Planner Kate script of October there at the top to kind of bring that element in. I'm going to use a gold little spider web from Sticker Guru that came in a grad bag, and that kind of also draws things together, I felt. And I'm also adding in a couple of these foiled leaves to just make it look like they're falling off the tree and connect the branch with the element below. At least that was my thought process. And then I'm trying to figure out what box I want to use here at the top. I ended up using the Sticker Guru one with like the little spider web. I thought it was cute. And I'm pulling in an appointment sticker from the Happy Planner. I thought that was also really cute. I'm using this to mark Emily's appointment on Monday to finish up her ADD testing, which that part went okay. What kind of went sideways on me was, I think her therapist person who's been evaluating called me on Wednesday to let me know that she really encouraged us to do some additional testing for Emily. There were enough boxes ticked for autism in her evaluation of her that she just wants to make sure, which I'm still trying to wrap my brain around, to be honest, because I figured by this point they would have figured out if she was autistic. I mean, she's 9 and we've seen other therapists, mostly for her anxiety because she has a severe case of anxiety. I mean, she takes after me and has all of my anxiety, which we've been trying to help her with, but it's either autism or anxiety is what they're thinking. So I don't know if I prefer one or the other for her, but hopefully we'll figure it out and be able to get her the tools that she needs. And then below that, I marked meeting with the Gastro Therapist. Now, this is not like a normal therapist. So they work on what they call the brain-gut connection. And they use all kinds of different things for dealing with intestinal pain and various other things, including breathing techniques, meditation, relaxation. She even mentioned hypnosis, which kind of freaked me out. But I'm trying to digest it and then figure out if I want to go forward with it. It would be like 5 to 8 sessions, mostly over the computer, which hypnotizing over the computer sounds creepy, but I don't know if they'd actually do that over the computer. I don't know. But anyhow, I thought it was creepy. But I'm still trying to figure out if I want to go forward with it because I'm not entirely convinced it's going to help, because I see a normal therapist for my anxiety, which is kind of what they're sending me for. Anyhow. And then below that, I did mark Ethan going to work because I had to know that, he's taking one of the cars. And then I added a to-do list at the very bottom, being very aspirational. I thought I was going to get so much done. So did not. And the first thing on that list was to call the eye doctor because I needed to make an eye appointment for me and the girls. We all need new glasses. We didn't go last year with COVID. And that became a thing because the old place had already pulled some things and the insurance company thought we were getting eye exams there. And so they weren't going to cover the new place. And there was a lot of back and forth. It was a huge headache. So that took up a large portion of my day. And then I also got my meal planning done because, I thought that was going to go okay, but it didn't. On Tuesday, I did give myself a YouTube list at the top. Most of this didn't happen because of things happening on Monday that I needed to move the to-do list from the previous day over to Tuesday. I also marked going for a walk here because that was the original plan, but because of rain, we decided to go out to breakfast instead. And that didn't turn out because the person I was going with overslept, which was no big deal. I just had breakfast by myself. It was nice and peaceful, all good. And then Megan had her lesson after school. I did manage to call the band repair people to repair Dan's trombone and get that all approved and through. I also worked on getting some paperwork he was missing in for driver's ed, which was a whole deal because they had locked him out of his account and I couldn't do anything. So I ended up having to call them to get access and it was just a headache, but it got done. So that's all good. Wednesday, I had my therapy. I also had a massage on Wednesday because the back pain people had suggested that a massage would help. They wrote me a script and everything for that. Ethan went to work and Dan had his trombone tutor. And then Thursday, I did put a tidy up script here. I've been working on deep cleaning my kitchen because it's my way of taking back control of the food situation, which I can go into more detail on that if you guys want on another video and maybe give you a little walkthrough of the kitchen. Megan had a lesson that day, well, actually two. And then there was a hockey game that evening, which my husband took our son and two of his friends to. We have Michigan hockey seasonal tickets, and my husband absolutely adores hockey, and the kids love going, so it's great. And then Friday was payday. Dan finished up his ADD testing. Then Megan also had a lesson this day. She normally has two, but one of her coaches was gone, so she only had one lesson, which she was super happy about. And then we also had another Michigan hockey game, so I go ahead and mark that here. And that one I went to with my husband. He had a friend, and our daughter Emily went because she absolutely adores going to Michigan hockey. At the bottom, I put another to-do list, which didn't get done because I was at the hockey game. I did manage to get out a couple things on Instagram about Sticker Guru's sale this last weekend, which was nice. On Saturday, I put another to-do at the top, and that planning time script, which has not happened as of yet, but I did work on Saturday on my first TikTok. Note to self, if you try to repurpose video for a TikTok, because that'll save you time, and I'm putting that in air quotes, it does not save you time. And I am going to be trying to put together some more content of that variety for Instagram in the coming months. I just haven't figured it all out yet. I did mark Halloween movie night down there. Didn't happen. I think we were working on some last minute costumes or something. It doesn't matter. It just didn't happen. I do have a self-care checklist at the top of Sunday. Also didn't happen. Like, the whole day was just kind of crazy. I took Jarrett to the airport first thing in the morning and dropped him off. And then I had to stop and get milk because we were out of milk. And then Ethan called because he was over at a friend's because the car wouldn't start. I drove all the way over there just to have him say, oh, wait, it just started. And so then I drove back to the grocery store to get milk and came home just in time for him to wave at me and go to work. We did go trick-or-treating on Sunday. Well, kind of. The girls went trick-or-treating. The boys did hangouts. So everybody was in a different location. And luckily, parents of various kids were willing to take the girls trick-or-treating. So that was nice. Actually, Megan went with a friend, and they were, I think, with the older sister, that kind of deal. And Emily went with her little friend and the dad. So it made it all doable for me, which is, it's a nice change because usually I have Halloween solo, but it's all on me. And this made it much more relaxing. So I'm extremely grateful for those families that helped me out. And that's kind of my week. I'm going back through and adding a few decorative elements just to kind of spruce things up, add some things here and there. I love that little coffee cup. It's so, so cute. And I wanted to use a couple more of these spider webs. I wish I had more of them actually, but you know, it happens. Next year I'll have more. So that was kind of my week. The key thing is when you're planning out a week in advance, you have to know that things may not go as planned. And so you have to give yourself the room to make changes. So not filling up all those checklists in the beginning allowed me to move things from Monday on to Tuesday or Wednesday as needed. So just keep that in mind for your own planning. Sticker companies that I used were Oh Hello Robin, Planner Kate. I had a couple of freebies that I'm not sure where they came from. I have a couple Happy Planner stickers here, as well as some Once More with Love and Joy of Planning. I always want to say Joyfully Planning. I don't know why. But the rest of them, oh, Pretty Pink Co too. Almost forgot her. So they'll all be linked down below so you guys can find them. And if you guys have any specific things that would be helpful for me to go over, I'm happy to do that. I am not a planning expert. I have 4 very active kids and a husband who, up until COVID, traveled extensively. And so this is kind of my way of dealing with all of that. And I'll give you some close-ups here in a second.